Thursday, huh?
Yes.
How busy is it for you right now?
It's kind of like in between craziness. Like we just got over family weekend and then now it's about to pick up with testing. So,
Yeah, like I kind of know you do a lot behind the scenes, but also like we haven't really like had a conversation. And so
yeah, yeah.
yeah, that's
No,
what
it's busy. How about you?
still kind of getting into my role.
Yeah.
Um, I think I just hit like 3 months.
Oh,
So
awesome.
yeah.
What's your title?
I have a listed old position, so assistant
Oh,
director of
great.
strategic communications and
I
recruitment.
don't know if I knew that. Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, I started full time this August because I graduated in May.
Oh my gosh, I don't think I knew that. Congrats. That's awesome.
Yeah, see, like,
Yeah.
no, I'm around here all the time anyway.
Yeah, no, I don't I think I obviously knew that you were important piece. I just didn't know that.
Yeah, I started full time. So this I just hit 3 months.
Congrats.
Thank you. Yeah, we can get started. I think
Okay.
people like might trickle in and out.
Yeah.
Would you like me to share the
I
PowerPoint?
can share my screen. Do you want me to just do that now?
Yeah, because you're
Okay.
the host now. So,
Okay.
uh, amazing.
Cool. You're seeing my screen, right?
Yes, I can see your
Okay,
screen. You're
perfect.
fine. Hello everybody. You guys are probably going to trickle in and out, and I'm also kind of monitoring and live streaming on YouTube. But hello everybody. It's really nice to see you guys. My name is PJ. I'm the Assistant Director for Strategic Communications and Recruitment, and you guys have kind of seen me for all of the pre-arrival webinars this term. So it's really nice to see you guys again. We have a very important webinar today for placement testing because this is definitely a question we get a lot of from students is, what about my placement testing? So we have an expert here today that's going to be able to answer all of those questions and give you a rundown of it. So I'm very happy that Riley, you could be on here today because it's going to really help our students kind of understand how everything works. So Riley, if you want to introduce yourself and
Yeah.
take over.
Perfect. Hello, everyone. My name is Riley Davenport, and I am the Assistant Director for New Student and Family Programs. What that means for all of you, where it's most applicable, is that I work primarily with course placement and AccuPlacer testing for our students. So today we're going to go over kind of what course placement is and what it isn't, and what may be coming your way before you start with us in the spring semester. So I'll go ahead and jump into it, and hopefully PJ will just flag me if there's a question that I need to stop for. So we're going to start with the basics. So what is course placement? Course placement is the process that determines which math and English courses are best to begin with in order for you to be successful academically. So, what it isn't is anything to do with your admission to the university. So, that is a very common question that we get. Course placement has no impact on you coming to school here or your admission to the university. Course placement basically uses your existing test scores if you have them, so we will review your academic records for ACT, SAT, TOEFL, IELTS, Duolingo, and PTE scores to determine which courses you should begin with. And this is for math and English only. So if you have any of these existing test scores, this is what we're going to look at to determine which course you will start with in those areas. We're going to focus on math today. So for English, it's a little bit more simple. For math, we have a lot of different ways that you can place at a lot of different levels. So what we do is we focus on what major you're in and then what class that major recommends that you start with. So the example I have listed here is computer science. For computer science, it's recommended that you start with calculus, which is also called Math 121. If you are majoring in art, math placement is generally not needed. So depending on your area of study, we'll evaluate your existing scores and determine whether or not you need to take an AccuPlacer. So if you are not hearing from us about taking an AccuPlacer exam, that probably means that you don't need it. If you are hearing from us, that means that you do need it. So a question we get quite frequently is, well, I took calculus in high school, or I took calculus at my institution in my home country. Unless those are transferred in as transferable credit, although it's great that you have that experience, an AccuPlacer test may still be needed. So what scores do I need? So most of you, if you have test scores that apply to the university, they're going to be SAT scores. So in order to place into Stats 154, you need a 500 or higher on the SAT, or earlier we mentioned Math 121 or Calculus, you need a 580 or higher on the Mathematics subsection. So if you know that you took the SAT and you have those scores with you, you can check your Mathematics subsection score to determine where you would currently place. So how will you know if you need to take an AccuPlacer exam? We will contact you via MavMail. So PJ and their team told me that you all have access to that, or at least you should have access to that. So hopefully you are all checking. But we'll review your existing test scores and your intended major. So we'll cross-reference those two things. And if your existing test scores don't place you into the course that your academic department recommends, or you don't have any test scores on file at all, then we will be in touch with you about which AccuPlacer exams you need to take. And please note there is no failing the AccuPlacer. So that is another question I get all the time is, did I pass? There really is no passing or failing the AccuPlacer. This is simply a tool that helps us determine which course you should start with to be the most successful. So I always say, for example, if you are like, no, I need to take calculus, that needs to be my first class, but you're not prepared for calculus, it could actually end up setting you back even further if you take calculus and you don't pass it and you have to retake it and so on. So we want to make sure that we get you started off on the right foot with that. So for international students, you have a unique opportunity to take the AccuPlacer exam before you come to the university. This opportunity is only available for international students, so this makes it easy for you to schedule an online exam in your own time zone, and you can take it from your own environment whenever your schedule fits. So once you've been admitted to the university and you've been issued a visa, we will then send you an email again to your MavMail account with which exams, math, English, or both you need, followed by an email from AccuPlacer with detailed instructions on how to schedule and take your exam through a remote proctoring service called ProctorU. So we will start issuing those vouchers on December 14th. So again, the vouchers will have all the information about what you need to take the test online, and we'll continue to send them through December 16th. So if your visa appointment is between now and December 16th, we're going to continue to pull those lists, and we'll still be reaching out to you continuously until December 16th. Online testing must be completed prior to December 20th. So in order to use the online option, you do have to complete it before December 20th. And that's a hard deadline. What you need to know about the online AccuPlacer exam. So the one thing that students run into that can be a little bit confusing is you do have to have the right technology to take the exam online. So we use a webcam and there's also a system check. So we need to make sure that your computer has the right software to run the online test. So in your email that you'll initially get from AccuPlacer, it'll give you instructions on how to do this. But you'll run a system check, you'll make sure your webcam works, and if those two things are covered, then you will more than likely be able to take the test online. You do need to schedule your exam at least 72 hours in advance to avoid an on-demand fee. So we pay for the test. You don't have to worry about any cost, but if you try to schedule an exam within 72 hours, then there is a fee that comes with kind of the expedited system with that. So you'll need to do that as soon as possible. And then also just note that it's an amazing opportunity to be taking the exam online from the comfort of your own home. If you do not take the test online and you do come to campus, you will still have to take the placement test before you register for classes, which can be added stress to your schedule. So if possible, utilize this opportunity once you get that email from us. If you have any technical difficulties while taking the AccuPlacer online, it's more than likely that the ProctorU staff will have to help you with that. But if you do have questions and you're not able to get the answers that you need, the next slide here has contact information. So I always recommend that if you have questions, you reach out to us. The easiest way for you all to do that is by reaching out to testingcenter@mnsu.edu. If you email us there, we can get back to you and answer any questions that you might have. So I will pass it back to PJ to see if any questions rolled in.
No, I don't see any questions, which is good. But this was really helpful for students to kind of understand like the process because we get a lot of questions. And so just having this recorded session on our YouTube as well, so that whenever
Yeah,
students ask something, you can just send this to them would be really helpful too.
definitely.
Um, I'm just checking YouTube really quickly to see if we have questions.
Yeah, no problem.
No, no questions there either.
That sounds good.
All right, awesome. Did you
Well,
have
if
any,
anything pops up, yeah, let me know.
yeah, did you have any like last minute advice for students that are coming in?
Yeah, great question. I would say, again, there's a lot of information that's going to be coming your way, not just from me, but from PJ and the whole KIC team. So, although it's probably easy to be like, I'm overwhelmed, I'm going to ignore this for now, know that if we're contacting you, it is important. So, if you get this email about testing, it is important, and please read it thoroughly, and we will get you started on the right track next semester. That's the
And
whole
then it's
goal.
gonna go to their MAV mail.
Correct. It's going to go to your MAV
MAV
mail.
mail, guys.
MAV
Stop.
mail.
That's
Yeah.
the question we get. We're like, oh, I didn't get an email. I'm like, did you check your MAV mail?
Yeah. And check your junk mail too
And your junk.
sometimes. Hmm.
Yeah. Just make sure you're
Perfect.
on top of your emails.
But I'm excited to see you all in the spring.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Bye.